Hello to my Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. Let's get into the intos. Let's go. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is on my website, queenamunra.com. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, welcome. Coming back, welcome back. Let's get into it. I trust my intuition. All right, let's get into your reading. So Libra is a relationship sign. It's a relationship sign, not just romantic, both in your personal and your professional, right? Both in your personal and your professional friendships, romantic, platonic, all of the relationships, right? So you don't want to be your own worst enemy by being in relationships with energies that could cause a tower to fall on you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So let's get into it. Yeah. So be a Gemini involved in something. A Gemini could have been saying, you could have been talking to someone, because the Eight of Swords connects us with Gemini, and it says that you were taking some kind of quick action or something against an Aries or an Aquarius, because that's what Knight of Sword is. So somebody is looking back now at just how, looking back at how like restricted somebody was, like in their mind, just in like somebody was under a spell. Looking at your cards here, talking to somebody, just how restricted you were in just talking to someone. Something about a motorcycle. Because something kind of took off fast. Something is now closed out, but um and it could have something to do with seventh house. It could have something to do with legals, but something could be closed out. But somebody is just looking back and just seeing how much just talking to certain people behind people's backs will really, really restrict you. I mean, just like, or assuming that people are talking about somebody behind their back could really, really restrict you, and learning how just to trust your own intuition, like use your own brains, use your own mind. And like I always tell my channel is like, if you know you're a person who doesn't talk about people behind their back, like make disparaging comments behind people behind their back, don't always assume everybody's talking about you behind your back, right? Just because stuff is floating through the air, people assume people being shady about people behind their backs or talking about people behind their backs, right? Yeah, that would be foolish. Yeah, so something about your energy, you march to the beat of your own drum. This is a generational planet. Something about your energy is just high. Somebody is just high vibrational. Someone is just has this sunny disposition. Someone is all about crown chakra, meaning helping other people to adjust their crown. And that's very restrictive, talking to energies who assume that restrict you. It's like it is a form of destiny swapping, but at like almost like the lower level, like almost like, okay, here you are, da 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 da, you're having a great day. Somebody come along is like, oh, did you hear such and such gossiping? Did you hear such and such? And all of a sudden your day is like womp womp womp. Like, okay, I could have gone my whole day without hearing that gossip. Like, I'm not trying to hear that, right? Somebody, a secret enemy, they hating on me behind my back. So Scorpio could have brought something to you, talked about you or something, or talked to you about something behind somebody else's back. You don't know whether it's true or not. You don't know if something was altered or not. Somebody just don't know whether, anyway. Yeah. So somebody's like, well, they have something on somebody, but you're just trying to be conservative with your time. Yeah, you don't, yeah. So you're trusting your intuition. I feel like somebody wanted to I feel like somebody wanted to keep you close to them. That's what I feel like. Somebody wanted to keep you close to them. Like somebody wanted to be in your inner circle. Whoever, I don't know who I'm talking to, but somebody wanted to be in your inner circle. You know how like some people they just want to have something to talk about, like so they want to be in your inner circle. They feel like you're in the know. They just want to be in your inner circle. So they, oh, I got something, or I just you just doing the absolute most. But it's behind somebody's back. So that's the first thing, behind someone's back, where somebody can't defend themselves. So anyway, something is closed out. Something is closed out. Mm, mm, mm. So that you can go back to being conservative with your time. Here we have the Three of Cups here. So you're just grateful that something is behind you. Yeah. So you can get back to being on stage, whoever you are. So yeah, this person right here is on stage, like back in the saddle again with these people down here, just kind of maybe clapping and cheering with spotlight. Remember in tarot, it's genderless. So whoever you are, like somebody feels like, it's like a warm reception. Something about being on stage for you feels like it feels very much like home for somebody. Like something came full circle, and you're just getting away from just the foolishness, the distractions. People who like to just bring stuff back to you about being restricted. It just gossip, really. Well, I got something on somebody just in case somebody. It's like somebody just want to be in the inner circle. They just want to be in the conversation. They just want to be a part of something. Child. Anyway, there's 4 swords here. They just want something. They just want to, it's these 2 energies. They just want to be responsible for something. They're a karmic couple. They just want to be responsible for something. But something is closed out. And so this is where Source is saying to you, a fire has now been put up under you. Some kind of, not necessarily a blowtorch, but you're inspired now to say, okay, I'm not inspired by that. Something was very restrictive, talking about people behind your backs. Somebody now feels foolish because that's not something you want to do. That's not your love language. Something is not somebody's love language. And that's what you have in common with somebody. So you're creating something. You're creating something that you can protect, because I feel like looking at your cards here, um, you're learning how to tap into source. Somebody's prayer life is increasing. And looking at this, like the fact that we have 3 planets that's about to go retrograde. Neptune goes retrograde in one, somebody has new and exuberant love coming across their path, and somebody could be getting a raise at work, right? So somebody could have new love coming across their path. So congratulations for you, have new love in your path, your life, whoever you are. Because somebody's trying to be conservative with their time. Um, um, but it's just a lot of things going on. It's a lot of things going on here. Yeah, it's a lot of things people have in common. Yeah, here we have the Ace of Swords here. Yeah. You and somebody, something is closed out for you and somebody, but closed out in different ways. This is what you and somebody have in common. It's closed out in two different ways. This one is somebody was talking about restricting somebody because they were running from something. Somebody was, you know, transitioning through life, like going through a rite of passage, and somehow something was supposed to stop somebody from going through a rite of passage. Both get you to the number 7. So something is closed. These 2 situations are now closed out. 2 situations are now closed out so that you can be conservative with your time. But I do see you celebrating something. See you celebrating something. And also, I feel like not only is your prayer life increasing, but also your meditation life is increasing. And I do see love coming across your path. So here's a tower. Here's a tower. There's a tower for a tower is happening for A Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio who did something behind people's back. A Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio that did something behind people's backs. So that's somebody's family who try to end two people. Yeah, somebody's family tried to end two people. They were obsessed with ending two people. This is somebody's family who tried to link two people to something to try to end two people. In other words, somebody's family tried to do a destiny swap to try to end two people, like try to swap, their lives for somebody else's life. It's kind of like on a, yeah, anyway, I don't get into all of that, but you have a new love coming across your path. You're on top of something. Yeah, you're on top of something. But this is what you have in common with people. It's like, as soon as you're trying to get to your north node, this is you, Taurus. You're trying to get to your north node. Unfortunately, you could have family members, as hard as you may have worked to get to your north node, you could have family members that they think they're responsible for your success, right? They may have played some role in it for sure, but Source was the one that gave you the assignment and qualified you before you even came through the womb. And so, what a lot of people's families do is if they can't find something to chain themselves, like they're going to make sure they're going to chain themselves to somebody's success, even if it's create a lie, anything to keep themselves connected to somebody. And this is where, some people get depressed about it. This is the Four of Cups here. They feel like their back is against the wall, just like, okay, this is what in the world, to gain some kind of clarity. But two things are closed out. Yeah, two things are closed out, and you're on top of something. Yeah, you're learning how to create very firm boundaries and enforce those boundaries because you're seeing something now from a higher frequency. You're seeing something from a higher frequency, and you're really learning how to tap into prayer warrior mode. Yeah, you're tapping into this and you're going into prayer warrior mode. This kind of sort of speaks to because somebody has new love coming across their path, and I'm seeing this death card at the end of this. This is why a lot of relationships end, though, because people cannot enforce boundaries with their own family. But this is the reason why, and it's so unhealthy and wounding that people cannot enforce boundaries. That a lot of families are responsible for new and exuberant loves ending, and people can't figure out for the life of them why, because every people's love language, that's where you got air here, love language is just different. So some people are obsessed with doing things their way or the highway, and so Source is saying you're about to put an end to something because you're seeing something from a higher frequency, and you have a guardian angel that's helping you to do that too. You have a guardian angel that's helping you to do that. Yeah. So you're putting it into the confusion. This is Mercury. Mercury actually goes retrograde on July 18th in Leo, and you are when the moon moves into Leo. This, Mercury goes retrograde in Leo, and obviously Mercury and the moon are not the same, obviously, but usually when the moon is in Leo, you go where you're appreciated, not where you're tolerated. And so something about boundaries constantly being crossed, like it's like you get into a new relationship here. Somebody could have been in a relationship 4 times. Number 4 could be significant. Somebody could have been in a relationship 6 times, 10, who knows? But uh yeah, something is now closed. 2 things are now closed out. So that's the tower moment, and you're learning how to pour into yourself more, like really, because you can't pour from an empty cup. But somebody is really learning how to fill up their cup, and other people are getting the overflow of what you're doing, pouring into yourself. But yeah, I think everybody can relate to that. Families just overstepping boundaries, and that's what this is. Somebody is getting ready to start enforcing boundaries, like putting up some hard boundaries, and people are going to feel some kind of way. But oh well. This with relationships. So 23, I'm adventurous. You have a zest for life and you are eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement, and you need both to feel truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to be lived to the fullest. Yep, life is an adventure to be lived to the fullest. All right, let's see. Chakra card. Um, Hand out compliments like candy. So some kind of connection was made. An open heart must be willing to be vulnerable. That usually involves showing kindness to others that are with freewheeling abandon, no neurosis invited. Today, try giving more compliments than usual. You can even make it a game. See how many compliments you can give within a certain time limit. Sound challenging? It won't be once you start making everyone's day. So again, somebody is making those connections. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you all in the next video. Bye.